Hey, my name's James Nicholson. Welcome to my channel. RightMove has had their busiest day ever. There's more listings going up than ever before. What does that mean for house prices? Probably it means they're likely to drop, but we've also got reductions and lots of inside information. I've been doing some viewings today with multiple agents and really grilling them on what they feel the market is doing, at least in the Dorking area. So I'm going to share that with you and more in this video. But as always, if you haven't done already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification. We're on the way to 20,000 subscribers now. So if you haven't done it already, make sure you do that. And make sure you smash the like button, tickle the like button, do something to the like button, guys. That really helps us with the YouTube algorithm. We've had crazy views. We had 2 million views in 2023. We want to beat that this year. So every time you smash the like, you've really helped us. So I've been out viewing today, and estate agents and RightMove have done a press release about this, have talked about something called the Boxing Day bounce. And what's happened is, this happens every year, just after Christmas is some of the busiest days on RightMove. Now, a lot of people talk about RightMove saying that Boxing Day is the busiest day. It's not actually Boxing Day. It's the 27th and the 28th. So people are bored in between Christmas and New Year. You've had a ton of people that maybe have had a property for sale and it hasn't done much, and they felt, let's not really do anything before Christmas because it's not going to have any impact. And so we'll wait until the new year. So they start getting things in place in order to make sure the property is set up to sell January, February, March this year. And so what agents do, and they have been doing, is hoarding new listings. If you went to an agent and said, look, I want to sell my house, and it was early December, they'd probably tell you not much is going to happen before Christmas. So let's hold fire. The busiest day on RightMove is coming up. Let's get the property ready, marketed, staged, whatever they want you to do in order to get the maximum price prior to that Boxing Day rush. So RightMove has had a really busy day. It's been their busiest day ever following the Boxing Day bounce, as they call it. So what's going on? Well, what's happening is more instructions have come onto the market. Now, to me, and to a lot of people, that indicates that there are people now willing to sell, one reason, or that must sell their property. And so that's going to be interesting to see what happens with house prices. If those people are just willing to sell, I don't think the market will move particularly too much. But if they are people that need to sell because of the interest rate rises, or they've lost their job, or something's happened, those people might be willing to take a lower price. And that could be a big difference and start the downward trend that we've talked about. Remember, I've said that I feel this first 6 months of 2024, we're going to see house prices going down. Maybe not loads, but we are going to see them going down. So what else have they said here? Now, RightMove is saying the most important thing, this is obvious, but way more obvious in this market, is you need to price effectively from the beginning. Now, what a lot of people want to do is they want to put the property at a higher price and just see if it sells at that level. But you need to price aggressively in this market in order to get eyeballs. The agent that I was with today was saying that sometimes you can still get a bidding war if you price aggressively from the beginning. So let's say something you've got is a flat, you want to sell it for 150. There are people listing for 140. That gets the viewings in because it's seen as a good value property. And if the agent's good and the property's good, you can then get closer to that 150 that you wanted. Whereas some people are pricing at maybe 160, hoping to get that top price for it. They're getting no viewings. Then that listing becomes very stale. Then it goes to reduced, and that isn't very exciting for people. And some people, like investors, we might look at reduced and think, great, there's an offer and an opportunity to be had there. But some residential purchasers, they don't like that. They feel, is there something wrong? Why didn't that house sell at that higher price? And that's reflected in the RightMove stats. They've done surveys and data analysis on this, and they've said that you need to price correctly the first time round. Very interesting stuff there. Now, what's going on with house prices? So stock that didn't sell. So the 2023 stock that sat on the market, agents on average have convinced, twisted the arm of, or begged their sellers to drop the price, asking price, by around 2.5%. So if you look on RightMove right now, if there's old listings that's been on there maybe 2, 3, 4 months that didn't get lots of viewings before Christmas, the average reduction is 2.5% in the asking price. Doesn't mean house prices are down that much. It could mean that house prices could be down significantly more than that. Because let's face it, if the asking price is 2.5% down and then you ask for another 2.5% discount, which is not unreasonable in this market, you might be close to 5% discount on that property. And if everyone does that, the market will shift downwards, which is what we're kind of expecting at the beginning, because the lag from these interest rate rises is still there. There is still a fairly high interest rate at the moment. Even though rates have been massively improving over the last few days, they're still high. And that is going to hit some people. Some people just can't afford it, and they're going to move down to a lower property, a cheaper property, if that makes sense. So it is interesting. RightMove is busier than ever at the moment, which is positive. That's potentially an influx of buyers, or just a lot of nosy people that have been bored over Christmas and didn't want to listen to granny talk anymore. And so they've been sitting on RightMove and looking what's going on. But it's very interesting to see that the asking prices that were stuck, they are getting reduced now. They're not holding out so much. That is a bit of a shift and a change compared to last year, where a lot of people were holding firm. Let me know, what do you think about the market and this RightMove data? Sometimes I do articles on RightMove or videos on RightMove, and some of you guys will say, well, they're talking up the market, but this time around, not so much. They're saying you've got to price aggressively, and house prices that have been stuck on the market, that they're doing reductions. So they're not talking up the market as much as you might consider or think that they normally would. So what do you think about this data? Does this show that there's lots of buyers coming into the market now and we're going to see more price reductions? Maybe that's what your thoughts. Or do you think that the increase in traffic shows that there's potentially a lot of buyers coming into the market now? Maybe they've been reading about interest rates dropping. No one knows for sure, because right now we've just got more listings, we've got more traffic, we don't have the transactions to back that up. It will take a few months for that stuff to start coming through, so it's all a prediction at the moment, but I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Do like this video, guys. Do check out some other content on the channel. We've got 500 to 600 videos now. It's crazy the amount of content we made last year, and we're going to make even more this year for you guys. So do check out all the other content on the channel, and why don't you start by going and watching this video right here.